Hey guys, it's me Sujoy over here, back with another video. So, as you can guess, it's the evening time, and I had a bit of work during the day, so I decided to make this video during the evening times. So, today I'm going to be talking about is it becoming difficult to date Vietnamese girls? So I just want to let you know is that there is no yes or no answer to this. Okay. Firstly, I just want to say that having a Vietnamese partner, if you have a Vietnamese girlfriend, they're very caring. And culturally they're very caring people, and it's unlike other Southeast Asian countries where you have a lot of casual hookups and all that. Don't expect that to happen over here in Vietnam. So if you're a foreigner visiting over here in Vietnam, and if you're thinking that you want to have casual hookups here in Vietnam, it's going to be a bit difficult because most of the Vietnamese girls, they're very traditional. But I do accept the point that it's becoming a bit difficult dating Vietnamese girls here in Vietnam. I'm not talking about my personal experience, but I've been going through a couple of the forums on Reddit, and I read a few articles online, and here are the reasons why, why it's not very easy anymore for a foreigner to start to date a Vietnamese girl. Firstly, if you look at the trend right now, many Vietnamese women, they're very independent. They're working in offices. They have their 9-to-5 jobs, or they're entrepreneurs. So they have their standards. Okay. I think gone are the days right now where Vietnamese girls are going to be looking for foreign men, especially Western men, to get a citizenship or to get the green card and all that. I don't think it's happening a lot right now. I remember, I've been living here for 5 years, more than 5 years now here in Vietnam. So I remember, pre-COVID, I think, 4 years back or something like that, it was kind of very easy to date Vietnamese women, especially if you have, these online apps, you can hook up with the Vietnamese women. It was kind of easy. But now, it's kind of a bit difficult. Because like I said, most Vietnamese women over here, they're quite independent, and they're very traditional. They want to take their time to get to know someone very well. And of course, now you have a huge influx of foreigners. Especially from also different Asian countries like Korea, China, and other locations. So it's just that, it's just that, they're kind of, it's kind of, I've seen it's usually normal for a Korean foreigner to hang out with the Vietnamese women, even with a Japanese foreigner, hanging out with the Vietnamese women and dating. So it's just that, they've upped their standards. It's not very easy. Even if you use the Tinder app, and, it's kind of difficult because it's just that I would say that they've become more selective when it comes to going out for a date. So expect last minute disappointments, like if she doesn't want to show up for that day for a coffee which you had planned out a few days back, or, she's got a couple of excuses which she wants to which she wants to text you and let you know. So it's not very easy, I feel personally. I mean, for me, there's no yes or no, but definitely I don't think Vietnam is a place where you can do casual hookups, because majority of the Vietnamese women over here, they're looking for a long-term relationship. The thing is that there's such a huge influx of tourists nowadays. Like most Vietnamese women, they think that, the foreigner is going to be here for short term and he's going to fly back to this country. I mean, I've even read on on a couple of these articles, forum posts that, like a foreigner, he comes to Vietnam, but he actually has a family back home. But, he just kind of tries to lie and deceive her. I mean, they've come out of that experience, the heartbreak and, all those kind of things. So, yeah, so most Vietnamese women nowadays, they're kind of very, very, very selective and very careful, especially with Western men. I haven't seen much, Indian tourists, I mean, Indian solo expats, dating Vietnamese women. But I mean, I honestly speaking, I find Vietnamese women to be very attractive. They're very beautiful. And I just want to make it very clear that, most Indian solo travelers, they do love, they want to make friends with a Vietnamese girl, and they also want to have a relationship with them. And this thing that Indian men are deceiving and all that, that's not true. It's just a very bad stereotypical generalization. That is absolutely not true. But like I said, most have become very independent. And like if you're a high standard foreigner, if you got a lot of money, and and if you're really a high standard person, then of course it wouldn't be that difficult for you, because there are also Vietnamese women who are looking for high standard foreigners, who are who have a very good very good financial status. So yeah, it's like I keep on seeing a couple of these passport bro videos saying that Vietnam is the next destination, forget Thailand. Honestly speaking, if you're looking for a quick dating, if you're looking for casual dating, Vietnam is not the best place to be when it comes to casual dating. I'm not saying you're not going to find a person, a Vietnamese girl who wouldn't be interested for casual dating, but the chances are slim. The best place and the best country if you like to go for casual dating, according to me, would be Philippines and also Thailand. Because it's more, the girls are more open-minded. They don't have a lot of traditional mindset. But it's completely the opposite over here in Vietnam. So, if you really want to date a Vietnamese girl, a good Vietnamese girl, you got to develop that relationship. You have to, like, if you're on online dating, you got to have that conversation with her for a couple of weeks before you come to Vietnam, so that and provided both of you are committed in the relationship. So I mean, I even tried this experiment, go to the coffee shop and try to have a small talk with the Vietnamese girl. I actually experimented that, but it didn't go very well because, she kind of got a bit like, just a small talk, like, what kind of coffee you're drinking. But, you can make out like how the response is it a friendly response or not. So, I mean, the last thing you want is to make yourself stand out in the laughing crowd. So, yeah, I mean, it depends, but what I'm reading on the forums on, it's kind of becoming a bit difficult, especially if you're living here in Vietnam for a year. It's not very easy to date a Vietnamese girl, so if you're really looking for a casual hookup and all that, then, maybe you can check out Thailand and of course Philippines. Philippines is a very open Western society. It wouldn't be much easier. But yeah, I mean, expect also to have a bit of disappointments here. Like, many a times they don't want to show up for the coffee, show up to meet you for a coffee or so. I mean, because their standards are quite selective nowadays. So it's always, so it also depends on the connection, what kind of connection you're having with that person. So like I said, if you really want to find a good Vietnamese girl, you got to take your time. Slow and steady wins the race. I mean, if you're looking for one night stands and casual hookups, I don't think Vietnam is the best country for that, because like I said, I think dating is becoming a bit difficult here in Vietnam. I mean, yeah, I mean, but like I said, it depends person to person. But what I could check from the forums, yeah, I mean, you can do some Google searching and you can check it out, especially for expats who have been living here for a year or more, provided they're single. It could be a bit challenging, yeah. So, I just wanted to make this quick video. If you like watching this video, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. And if you're traveling around in Southeast Asia, make sure to, and if you're traveling around in Southeast Asia and you want to make passive income, I'm going to keep a link down in the description below for you to get access to this free webinar invite. It's free to join, and you can have a passive income lifestyle while you're traveling around in Southeast Asia. So with that being said, you guys have a great evening. Peace out.